And on the 14th day of Flashmas, Newgrounds gave to me GatherX. So the last game that we played, we were forced to accept our fate. We tried to make our own decisions in life, but none of them actually mattered. We were told we had to burn the rope, and in the end of the day, we were forced to burn the rope. So I've decided that now we're going to try and expand our life. Maybe try and make our own fate. So let's play GatherX. Many years after Jack's adventures, the giants obtained the magical bean. They threw the bean from the sky to the ground, and patiently waited for their chance to conquer the earth. And at that very moment, there was Jack's son walking by. He instantly knew that he must cut down the giant beanstalk and save the world. Well, we've been given our task. This time though, it's more free as to what we can do. While we know that in the end of the day we must destroy this giant beanstalk, we're not exactly in a rush. We have as long as we desire. We can try and cut down the beanstalk, and we swing, one swing at a time. But if we keep doing this, it's going to take 999,992 more hits to destroy the beanstalk. And to be honest, I feel like even though this would be rather a cathartic life, it's not the life that we choose. Let's go fishing. It's always nice to go fishing. So we're just going to relax by the giant beanstalk. We know that one day the giants will attempt to destroy the world by climbing down. Oh, and now we got some fishes. We can sell or eat them. Oh, we do have a carp, and we can eat that carp. It's a simple life, really, the life of a fisherman. We simply just click the fish, and we continue to collect fish. But what if we decide we want to try and go mining for a bit? I mean, it is rather cathartic in order to simply swing a pick at a rock and see your hard effort pay off. You're able to find that you get these ores in your bag. And we could sell them, but we can't eat them like we can the fish. Well, let's sell these rocks. And we've been told to check out our character page. So here we could maybe choose to make our pickaxe better. Maybe we get more ores every time that we swing the pickaxe. Now it's going to be more expensive though if we want to try and continue to upgrade it. But now we do make more ore with each click. And of course we can click the button quicker in order to continue to swing quicker. And this way we can get lots of ore. But then we run out of energy. But you know what we could do? We could eat some fish and that can help recover our energy. For now, we can simply try selling these ores. It's rather click intensive, but we now have 100 points. So we can see that we can continue to upgrade ourselves. We could sell even more ores with merchanting. Or maybe we can get a vendor who every 6 seconds will sell ores for us. And this way we don't have to sell them ourselves. Our helpful vendor will just sell them all for us. You see, when it comes to life, you want to make sure that you're not really alone. You have people who can help you. And that's important in life. Never attempt to do everything on your own. It's not really worth it when you can remember that other people can be there for you. For now, I believe we're quite hungry, so maybe it's time to go and get some more fish. Apparently we're out of energy, but we can choose to eat all of our fish. We have rather a large belly, we can just eat many fish. And then we can fish up even more, and then we could eat all of these. You see, every fish that we collect will feed us to be able to collect even more fish. And for now, we could choose to sell even more ores. So now if we were to go into our shop, we could click to sell them ourselves and we sell more at once. But of course now there's none for our vendor to sell, so we best go and get some more. We could increase our maximum energy and give ourselves a nice hat, and you know what? I feel like we should. As everyone likes a nice hat. Oh, let's check our inventory once more. So if we check our inventory like this, you'll see that every once in a while those ores will get vended. Let's check how much money we need to upgrade. If we wanted to upgrade our pickaxe even more, it would be rather expensive right now. But at the end of the day, the money that we make is going to be worthwhile. Let's eat some more carp, shall we? It's rather delicious. And we can continue to mine. We do have quite a large stockpile of fish. And we could simply eat all day if we really wanted to. For now though, let's just sell some ores. We're going to sell ores of both types so that our vendor can continue to sell them for us. So we can see that we can now get other things, like for example we can increase our maximum energy and increase our mining efficiency per click. Well, we are mining quite a bit. If we get this, then we'll be able to mine even more. We now get 1 extra ore every time we click. And considering the fact we're going to be clicking many times, this is going to end up being useful in the end. Maybe we can eat some more fish and continue to mine. Of course, we haven't really touched the beanstalk in quite a while. But at the moment, we still only deal 1 damage to the beanstalk each time we hit it. And even though we could sit here all day and hack away at the beanstalk, it won't really be worthwhile because we'll be able to upgrade how quickly we can hack at it. We just need to invest. That's all that's important. Let's get some more fish. So now we get jellyfish. Jellyfish heal 2 energy, same as carp, but they sell for more. But to be honest, carp's good enough for us. That's all that really matters in life. We don't need fancy food after all, we simply need food that's going to be good enough to allow us to do what we were born to do. To increase our ability in order to hack away at the giant beanstalk. Let's increase our vendor's ability, so that it can help us sell even more of these rocks, and shiny rocks. So, let's increase how many ores we get per hit. We now get 4 ores per hit. When we started it was only 1 and now it's 4. So our ability is definitely increasing. Let's check our maximum energy. We can upgrade it if we get 300. Because if we do that, then we may just be able to sell all of these ores, upgrade our energy, and you can see that we get a full refill of it, which saves us quite a lot of fish. And now we can continue to mine without having to eat any fish, because we upgraded our muscle mass. And when you have muscles, you no longer need to eat, at least not for a while at least. Sooner or later you will have to eat, but it's important to try and put it off for as long as you can. And now we almost have 1,000, we do. And we can now hire ourselves some friends. Fisherman Sam will catch us fish every 5 seconds. Friends are important in life, what would you do without them? You can see that he's there and he just gave us a fish. So now we no longer have to fish ourselves, we can get fish as we mine. It's far more effective this way. So, let's check what our next upgrade's going to be. If we want to increase our mining efficiency, it's going to be 500 in order to do that. It will also allow us to get new ores, which sell for more. And to be honest, that's quite an upgrade. That upgrade will help us get through life quite easily. Well, that's a lie. It won't help our life be any easier. It will just allow it to be more efficient. And when your life is all about increasing your numbers, then efficiency is very useful. So let's sell some of these shiny rocks. They sell for twice as much. And now we can upgrade our mineral knowledge. The next upgrade is quite expensive, but what matters is we now have an ore that sells for even more than the shiny rock. So we can sell coal. So you might want to ask, how is it possible that we can get coal on the surface like this? Well, you simply just don't know the joys of a magic world. The joys of a beanstalk. The giants want to invade our world because they want access to this easy to gather material. So we have to make sure that they aren't able to get any of it. So we could wait to increase our mineral knowledge again, but I think at this point, if we upgrade our ability to get more rocks, that will currently be more useful. Let's give ourselves a hat. So now we're wearing a hat and we have more energy. Well, let's now sell some of these coals. So since our vendor will sell all of the types of rocks we have at the same time, we're going to keep some of them as we sell others, because that way they'll sell them for us and we don't have to worry about them. Let's increase our mineral knowledge, shall we? And now we have copper, which sells for 8. You may be wondering how copper is more expensive than coal. Is it not the other way around? Well, it may be, but how do we know for sure in this world? That knowledge of mine purely comes from experience of playing another game, after all. I'm not a miner in this world of mine. But I am a miner in the world of a giant beanstalk. And that's the only world that really matters. So we could upgrade our ability to damage the beanstalk. But at this point we're really not focusing much on the beanstalk. So we're going to leave that until later. Well, every 60 seconds, miners will gather large amounts of ores for us. So we now have some dynamite attached precariously above us. You may say that's dangerous, but then again, how can you know for sure? Let's allow us to sell even more ores. Since we are clicking quite a lot in order to sell all these ores at the moment. So let's make it so that we can sell them easier. So as you can see, each click we do to sell all these ores is now a lot better than it was before. So now we don't have to worry about it. Let's see how many ores we get when this dynamite explodes. For now, I believe that we should increase our outfit again. Allow us to get more every time that we mine. Even though we won't be mining for now because we're waiting on the explosives. Oh, never mind. Well, I suppose we will fish for the time being. Let's find out how many ores we got. Yes, but it is a large amount of ores. So as you can see, every 60 seconds we'll be given an infinite supply of ores. It's an infinite supply. So we could increase our fish rarity again, but once more, it doesn't really help us much. What does help us is being able to upgrade our maximum energy. And now we can go back to mining. We can mine 6 at a time. This is, of course, an old trick of legend. The ability to replenish your supplies by increasing their maximum amount. You'll find that in many different games. The most popular one, of course, being Resident Evil 4, where you could increase your magnum ammo in order to get free magnum ammo, which was always a wonderful ability to do. So we could increase our ore quality, or we could try and wait until we can get ourselves a miner who will mine ores for us every 3 seconds. And to be honest, that sounds like a very useful thing to have. So, let's sell some of our expensive rocks so that we're able to afford our new miner friend. It would seem like we need to eat our fish. We do go through a lot of fish, but that's fine. Because all that's really important is that we get the energy from the fish. It doesn't matter how they taste. And we can get more fish anytime we want. Let's get ourselves the miner Olaf. So he's going to give us 2 ores every 3 seconds. And of course, doesn't seem like much. It's very expensive for such a minor upgrade, but keep in mind that he's going to be here forever with us. He's here just like our fisherman friend, and he's going to help us. Let's hack away the beanstalk a bit. It's rather cathartic working on the main task. The main task of your life that you know one day you need to accomplish is to chop away this beanstalk. But you know that you can just put it off for another day, it's not important. What's more important is our other duties, like for example to mine. So we could increase the mining efficiency of our friend. Let's see how many he gets. He now gets 4 instead of 2. So he now gives us double the amount. It's definitely a worthwhile investment. Let's eat some jellyfish. We can spread them on some toast. Put them inside a sandwich. Well, let's continue to eat fish, shall we? We'll just continue to eat all of these jellyfish we have. We may as well make use of them. And now we can get ourselves another upgrade, but once more, none of these are really that useful to us. But you know what is useful? Being able to sell all of this copper. All of this copper gives us a lot of money. As well as this coal. And now we should be able to afford the next type of mineral. It's very expensive, but it's going to allow us to get a lot more money. So let's find out what the next type is. We can now get iron, which sells for 10 each. You can see that we're getting much more money than when we simply sold normal rocks. Of course, rocks are still important. Rocks are very important. You find that you can do many things with rocks. They may not be as special as actual metal ores. They may not be able to make as many things, but rocks are perfectly useful for all manner of building projects. So, let's upgrade our mineral knowledge once more. And I believe next we should probably upgrade our ability to continue to mine better. Mine Olaf, how many do you get? You now get 6 each time. Sadly it doesn't double each time, but if it did then it would soon get out of hand, since of course that's how that works. If you double the resource for every single tile on a chessboard, then you'll sooner or later end up with more food than exists in the entire planet. Now then, let's increase our outfit ability. And let's continue mining. For now, 7 ores per time. Let's upgrade our hat. And now we can go for even more ore. Let's also increase our vendor in order to sell more of our ores automatically, so we don't have to click as many times. It's good when other people do that for us. How much money do we make every time the vendor goes? We have 496 at the moment. Well, we got a couple of hundred. Well, that's definitely helpful, though it could be better. I believe we should probably invest a bit more in our vendor and in our merchanting. After all, the easier that we have at the time of being able to sell our ores, the better it is. The quicker we'll be able to amass our fortune. We can now get aluminium. Aluminium is a wonderfully expensive one, it seems. We got a large amount of money from it. Let's increase our ability to sell some more, shall we? Since we are doing this a lot. Let's also increase our fishing rod, because we can. The next fishing rod ability is quite big though, so we won't be able to get that one for quite a while. How is our selling ability now? We sell over 10 each click. That's definitely going to add up over the course of all of these vendors. Let's also sell some of our basic rocks. Since we don't need them, but other people in the world need them. So I believe it's time to increase our outfits. Or we can simply wait on more mineral knowledge, we are rather close. And this will also help with our friends and our explosives. Well, let's eat some more fish, shall we? We do have a lot of fish. We aren't getting as many fish as we are ores, but that's because we don't have explosives for the water. So, let's begin mining some more. And let's increase our mineral knowledge once more. So what ores are we getting now? We're now getting antimony, which once more sells for a good amount of money. Our money supply is definitely a lot better than it was at the start of the game, but we still have many upgrades to get. We could get the explosive upgrades, that'll give us even more ore. Let's eat some more carp. And let's continue mining away. Let's check out all of the ores we have. So then, how is our ability to vendor? It's getting rather expensive, and to be honest, I think we may want to start just focusing more on our ability to gain resources once more. So for now, let's give ourselves a pickaxe upgrade. And let's sell some of our supplies. We're going to avoid selling the cheaper ones and just allow the vendor to do that for us. So, let's continue mining away. Let's increase our miner mastery. Let's increase our strength. And let's use our newfound strength in order to continue to mine away. Let's increase our vendor. And let's return to sell all of these precious, precious ores. And that is quite a lot of money we just made. We could make it even easier for us to sell. And to be honest, that's very important as an upgrade. Or we could wait for more mineral knowledge. We might personally wait for more mineral knowledge. Since making it so that we can make even more money is always a benefit. It's always beneficial to us. Let's continue to mine away. So we're getting close to the mineral knowledge upgrade. We just need to sell some of our large stacks of supplies, and we have now made a lot of money. That is a large amount of money we've now made. We could hire Jack for lumber. He will chop the beanstalk every 3 seconds. And to be honest, he is the last of our friends. So let's get ourselves a new friend. So he's only going to deal 1 piece of damage to the beanstalk. However, he's going to do this damage indefinitely. He's always going to be there helping us, just like our other 2 friends. And he'll do the job for us. So every time that those explosives go off, we make a lot of money. Let's increase our mineral knowledge. And let's eat some more carps. We've just eaten all of our carps. Hopefully our fisherman friend will continue to provide us with more fish. So we could allow our new lumberjack friend to be more effective, but to be honest, we need to continue working on our own money. Let's increase the ability to find rarer fish. And let's give ourselves a pickaxe upgrade. We haven't had one in quite a while. And now we get more for each click. Suppose we may as well get that. It's nice and cheap and our friend will like it. So how much do you now damage for tree for? For 4? That's definitely an upgrade. We're going through 4 times as quickly as before. Now let's eat some fish. How is salmon? So these fish do recover our energy more than carp. So it is definitely worth upgrading the fish. It's just that it doesn't give us a monetary investment like the ores do. Because we're going to be eating them instead. After all, it is said that in order to make money, you have to spend money. And is there any better way to really demonstrate that than with fish? We're now getting zinc, which is worth 16. Check out our ability to purchase things. We can upgrade our mineral knowledge again. The explosives are expensive, so let's go with the mineral knowledge. Then we can try and get even more expensive ores. Let's eat some fish. Check out what we can get. Let's get some new outfits. We just added on some suspenders. And with these suspenders, let's also upgrade our lumberjack friend. He now deals 6 damage per hit. Ah yes, now I remember what it is. I believe the fish may actually still only provide the same amount, regardless of the type. However, with that upgrade, every fish that we eat is better for us. So this one will allow us to recover more energy every time that we eat a fish. But our fish are quite low in supplies at the moment, so maybe we don't want to really worry about that right now. It's better that we focus on the monetary investments instead. Speaking of monetary investments, we have quite a few to make. This is quite a lot of money. We're going to leave the shiny rocks where they are. Those ones aren't as worth selling. We have quite a lot of money on us. We could upgrade many things. But I think what we really want to upgrade is our mineral knowledge, since that will allow us to make even more money again. Let's make it so that we sell more things naturally. And let's continue picking away. You can see the beanstalk's already lost almost 500 of its health out of the 1 million. We're definitely making progress. It may seem slow, and to be honest it is slow, but in the end of the day it's going to increase. How much do we need to increase our energy? 5,000, and we almost have 5,000. In fact, we do have 5,000. So now we can continue picking away all day. So, let's check how much money we can make now. Let's find the new thing. The new thing is a nickel. Nickel sells for 18 and gigantic rocks sell for 20. Well, you can definitely use them for a lot more than you can normal rocks, but of course never underestimate a normal rock's worth. Because gigantic rocks can't be used for everything like normal rocks can. Now then, let's increase our outfit once more. And our pickaxe upgrade. And let's make our... No, let's not do that right now. We're now making 12 ore every time we hit. Let's give ourselves better muscles. And now we can pick all day. At least until we run out of energy again, at which point we may not need to eat another fish. So, let's upgrade our cooking ability, and let's check what we can sell. Every time that we go into the vendor now, we can make a lot of money. But of course our upgrades are also becoming more expensive. But you know what isn't becoming harder? The giant beanstalk's health. You can't ever go over 1 million. And every time we upgrade ourselves, we're slowly going to increase our ability to deal extra damage to it. So it may seem like we're slow going, but once we eventually move on to the beanstalk, we'll be able to destroy it much easier than we could before. Now then, what can we upgrade now? We could upgrade many things. We could get even more fish. But we haven't run out of fish yet, so I don't think that's too important. We probably could have got explosives, but it just went, so it's not as worth getting. Let's increase our... No, let's not increase our miner mastery yet. I'd rather we focused on our own. We're close to getting this mineral knowledge, so let's go for it. We need 25,000. And we easily made it. And now we can get even more ores. Let's eat some more jellyfish. And let's continue hacking away at the mine. The mine of infinite materials. They all just simply come to the surface for us. And now we have access to gold, and gold sells for twice as much as the gigantic rock. So these upgrades are starting to really pay for themselves now. We can get a lot of money from that upgrade. So let's see what we can now get with it. We'll increase our ability to sell more things, which we are doing quite often now. Let's increase our ability to vendor. And that way it's going to mean we have to do less clicks. Let's see how many we sell this time. We sell 20 at a time. So let's just wait until we have more things we can sell. Our hat is 8,000, our muscles are 9,000. And we can now get both, but we don't need both. What we need is a new hat. Our hat now spins. It's a magical hat that only the most fun of people can wear. Let's make our miner more useful. And let's eat some jellyfish. Yeah, so they all seem to recover 2.6 energy now. So there really is no point in us upgrading our fishing ability. Since we're not after fish for money, we're after fish for the ability to allow us to continue mining. So, let's upgrade our pickaxe. Allow us to get even more ores. And consume more fish. And now let's check out our character page once more. So next up, well, the mineral knowledge is starting to get very expensive, but we know that the money we're going to get from it is going to make it very worthwhile. But maybe it's not worth waiting on it just yet. Let's upgrade our explosives first, so we can get even more ore. And then later down the line, we'll be able to make more money quicker. And then we'll be able to get that upgrade, and then that will allow us to make even more money. Selling all that gold sure did make us a lot. So let's check out our upgrades again. We're actually starting to get quite close to that mineral knowledge already, but again, for now, let's just dump all of our points into the explosives. So that every 60 seconds we'll get a lot of ores. I guess we'll just start selling normal rocks now, because now that we can sell so many at a time, we may as well clear up the page. So we're just waiting on the screen in order to see how many ores we now get when our... Oh, we got about 75 of everything. That's definitely useful. That makes us a lot of money. Every 60 seconds we make quite a lot of money now. But we can't just rely on the explosives, so we need to continue on our own quest. So then, let's continue to get our pickaxe upgrades. These are both starting to get more expensive, but they're definitely going to be worthwhile. We now get 15 ores every time we click. And for our next energy upgrade, we need at least 9,000. We'll wait until we get that naturally. There we go. And now we can click as many times as we want. At least for the next 79 energy. We see that the giant beanstalk has lost 1,000 of its health. It's definitely starting to take some damage. That's all that matters. selling all of our resources. We're definitely getting closer to that mineral knowledge. So you could upgrade our merchanting ability, which will definitely save us on clicks, but I think at the moment what we really want is to just make it so we can easier collect our resources. We've replaced our hat with a hat that looks nicer. It's less fun, but we aren't here for fun, we're here for a single task. Well, we can go about that task in any way we like. We could simply come over here and start hacking away at the beanstalk, but it won't really be too effective. You only deal one damage at a time. We could go over here and fish. We get 3 fish at a time. But if we come over here and mine, there's 17 per time. Let's give ourselves a new outfit. With a new outfit comes a new outlook on life. We now get 18 ores of every click. Remember back at the start when we only got the 1. And this is what wearing better outfits will do for you. They allow you to accomplish more of your life. I believe now we might just try and push towards the mineral knowledge. So let's upgrade our muscles first so that we can continue to hack away for even more ores to sell. Again, you spend money to make money in this game, just like in real life. You should never hoard all of your money. I mean, you should hoard enough to make sure that if the worst case scenario happens, you'll be able to keep afloat. But money that's got no purpose is really no money at all. Let's continue to eat all of our fish. Salmon is delicious. So we're going to have a lot of ore out of all this. I'm not sure if we have enough yet to make the 160,000 we need. But we'll soon find out. So we're going to continue eating all of this fish. We are running quite low on fish at the moment, so I believe it might actually be a good idea to now increase our fishing mastery. The next one's very expensive, but that first one was not. And he now gives us an extra fish each time. We give the man a fishing rod upgrade, and he fishes for us for life. I believe now might be a good time to try and sell these ores. We've got hundreds and thousands. This is going to make us a lot of money. We haven't even seen where the gold is yet. The gold's on the next page. We need to get through this page in order to find it. We could simply press the arrow at the bottom, but let's find out how much money we can make from all of our supplies. There's the gold. Let's sell all of our gold. And now we're moving on to the gigantic rocks. And we're almost at a point where we can afford the mineral knowledge upgrade. So let's continue selling them. You just need another 17,000. We probably should have got the merchant upgrade. because this is very click intensive. To be honest, I thought that we were going to be able to hit this 360,000. I didn't expect that we would have to continue selling so many. We are very close now, and we have it. Now we can get the mineral knowledge upgrade. It was very expensive to get to it, but now that we have done, we'll see how much money the new one sells for. Let's find out. Cobalt sells for 60. Yes, we definitely should have got merchanting, I believe. It would have made that a lot easier on us. How does our ore sell for now? We sell for 30 at a time. That's definitely an upgrade for our fingers. So we don't need to hurt ourselves anymore, or at least not as much. So, let's continue mining. Let's get ourselves a new hat. And continue mining some more. Let's upgrade our ally friend. Well, let's see what we can do now. Let's sell some more of these gigantic rocks. With all this fancy money, I'm sure we can get a lot. We can make it so we can sell even more, which is definitely going to make it easier on us. Let's give ourselves that ability. We'll save the next one for now. And instead, we'll upgrade our outfit. We can upgrade our muscles. We now get 19 ore per turn. Let's upgrade our logger. And let's find out how well we can sell now. We're now selling about 50 per click. It's going to make everything a lot easier for us. Close to the next mineral knowledge upgrade again. But for now, let's give ourselves a nice fancy suit. And let's upgrade our hat. We're now getting 20 ores per click. Let's upgrade our vendor. And let's also upgrade our logger again. So how much? You'll need 15,000 for maximum energy upgrade. I may as well do that so we can continue collecting more minerals. We now have 100 energy. But that energy will go down very quickly, since we are going to be clicking a lot. So, let's discover how well these items sell for. And we easily make a lot of money. Upgrade our pickaxe, or we can continue going for mineral knowledge. I suppose let's get a nice even 20 for our pickaxe, or 10 rather. And that has now just given us the ability to get 10 extra ore every time we hit. That single upgrade has just given us an extra third. to our supplies. Let's increase our mana. And let's increase our muscles. So sometimes these upgrades are a lot bigger than they initially appear. This upgrade, after all, is going to allow us to get far more than we would have expected from that upgrade. And the next upgrade's very expensive. So after we're done with this clicking session, we are now going to upgrade our ability to sell things again. Make it easier on ourselves. And I suppose while we're here, we may as well upgrade our ability to cook. So when we do consume fish, we'll be able to get more out of it. Now then, let's try selling some more stuff. We sell over 100 with every click. And with such a large amount of money, we're now getting very close to our next objective, which is to upgrade our mineral knowledge again. But we are first going to upgrade our muscles. We've been swinging picks quite a lot, and it only makes sense that we'll upgrade our muscle mass, so we can continue doing it. So the next merchant upgrade is going to be very expensive, and to be honest, it's just not worth it at this point, since now selling things isn't as problematic as it was before. Let's upgrade our muscles once more. It's getting very expensive to upgrade our maximum energy, but to be honest, I believe it will be quicker than eating all of that fish. And we are quite full. We have been eating a lot of fish today. Or is it still the same day, or have we been doing this for days, weeks, months, years, decades? Does time even pass here? Who knows? It feels like we've been here for an eternity. And I believe that's now enough for our next upgrade for mineral knowledge. And we'll find which new one we have. Let's upgrade our vendor. And let's increase the speed at which we destroy the beanstalk. Now then, where is this new rock we have? Let's see if we can find it. Is that it? Chlorine. Well, it's worth 80. It's a good upgrade. I believe we should probably upgrade our explosives next. Then again, if we try going towards that next pickaxe upgrade, it maybe it'll give us another big boost to our speed at which we collect ores. Well, at this point we just need more ores in general. So maybe we should just upgrade these other things first, with some explosives and with our miner. Well, let's eat some fish. Yeah, it's been a while since we last ate. It feels like it's been a few minutes. Maybe it's been several centuries. Is the passage of time really important when you could just enjoy your life? I mean, we know what our duty is to come here and hack away at this beanstalk. This is why we're here in this land. But does it really matter? When instead we could simply do whatever we want. We want to mine. And so we mine. Let other people handle the beanstalk. That's not for us. We don't have to worry about that. Let's see how much of an upgrade this pickaxe is going to be. Yes, we now get an extra 10 ores per hit. How's our next energy? It's 100,000 and 60,000. So I suppose at this point we probably do still want to eat these fish. Which means maybe we want to upgrade our cooking. So we get more for every fish. That way we eat less fish, and yet we still get the full benefit from every one that we eat. We're definitely collecting a lot of minerals now. So what's next on the agenda? We could upgrade our miner again. I suppose we may as well. We still haven't even touched our axe yet, but we're not really here for the axe. Maybe we'll upgrade it later, maybe we won't. What we want to do is enjoy all those jellyfish. And now let's check out what we can get. Well, we could make it so we can get even more fish, but to be honest, we have not been fishing. As calm and relaxing as fishing is, we've just been letting our friend do it. It's more efficient that way. It's more efficient. What's this? Well, here's a list of achievements. We've clicked over 1,000 times. And we've almost clicked 10,000 times. And then perhaps we can click 20,000 times. Let's watch our clicks go up. So close to that achievement. It believes we have an auto clicker, but we don't. We never use an auto clicker. We simply decide ourselves what we want to click on, and we do it. Just 30 clicks away. Three, 2, 1, 10,000. We can still keep going to the 20,000. Let's check out what we can buy. We could upgrade our stronger muscles again, but at this point I don't think it's too important. What we probably want is the mineral knowledge upgrade. It's expensive, but it's definitely going to be worthwhile. Maybe we should check how much money we can make. We've got several thousand of every rock type. So let's only focus on the most expensive rocks. Since all of the others we can simply allow them to be sold automatically, we don't need to worry about them. you can see, we now have the money we need to get the mineral knowledge upgrade. We could also upgrade our outfits, but to be honest, I don't know how much that's going to help us, but we may as well get it. Yeah, it's only increased our clicks by 2. It's not as good as the pickaxe upgrade. So we won't worry too much about that one. May as well upgrade our ability to cook. And why not get some more fancy fish? It would be nice to taste some unique flavors even though we're not selling them. We can now eat a sea bass. What other fish are there? There's a rockfish, and there's a trout. Well, I do like trout. But I feel like we have our main craving for the carp. Look at all of those resources fly. Every time we click. 2 clicks almost gives us 100. So what can we upgrade now? Oh, now we could probably continue to upgrade our friends. Allow our friends to do our jobs for us. Let's continue to eat some carp. And then let's chop away at the stone. Check out our raw supply. It's very good as always. We can now get rhenium, which is worth 100 each. That alone massively puts up our ability to make money. Now with all this new money, we may as well upgrade some more things. We could upgrade our pickaxe again, and now we can get 52. Let's also upgrade our merchant ability. And let's give ourselves some more powerful explosives. And let's increase the power of our logger. And our ability to cook. And let's enjoy some fish. Well, let's check out what else we can do. Let's try and sell some more of these stones. Let's see how many we sell now. We sell exactly 100 every single time. It saves us 99 clicks from the start of the game when we only sold one at a time. Check what else we can do now. We could upgrade our outfit, but again, there's really no need. So we do have this down here we haven't got yet. And this is going to help us with the beanstalk. It's very expensive, and to be honest, we could save up for it. And then we'll be able to start working on destroying the beanstalk. So maybe we should do that next, and then we can continue to upgrade our money afterwards. Since even though it's going to deal a lot of damage to the beanstalk, it's still going to take time to destroy it. Even in a realm like this where time seems to pass at its own pace. We still need to accept that however time decides to pass, it still does need to in some way manifest in order for us to eventually achieve our objective. Let's continue to eat some fish. And then go back to mining. So, you can see how high our energy pool is, and you may be wondering, why does it go so high? Well, this is what we would consider to be called an idle game. Except for it's a very active idle game. Like, there isn't really that much idling to be done. Our allies will do things for us, that is true. Every 60 seconds we make some supplies, that is true. But the main source that we have to actually make progress in the game is via clicking. It gets us a lot. Let's see how much we can make from all of these ores. See how close it puts us to the million. It's getting closer. So, we may as well continue. We are close to the million after all. We may as well get to it. Even though I am very tempted to buy this upgrade, but we should really wait until we can buy this one. We are close to it. Maybe we should eat some more fish. So ideally, if you were to idle on this game, you would just simply come back when you have full energy and do some more clicks, but again, we may as well just eat fish and continue going. Our belly is big enough to eat all the fish, either that or so much time passes between each of the fish being eaten that, you know, I just realised that my fingers are actually hurting now. I wonder how many thousands of times I've clicked. Well, we know it's been at least 10,000. And I've got to admit my hands are actually just starting to feel hurt. So I think we're going to just let our guys handle things for a while as I give my hand a chance to rest. My fingers are quite pained. And maybe my mouse is suffering. Let's, before we go on a slight break, going to continue selling some stuff so that we can buy that upgrade. And we've just made a million. And there's our repeating crossbow. So let's watch for Beanstalk's health. So, that's going to continue shooting. It's going to continue doing damage. And eventually the beanstalk will fall. My fingers feel recovered to the sight of this beanstalk. So, let's continue. Let's increase our ability to log. It's probably dangerous putting that right next to the explosives, but apparently I have no say in the matter. We could help on the beanstalk. We could upgrade our axe. Let's see how much damage we do. We deal 6 damage. Well, it's not much, but we can help. What else can we do now? We can see the health bar starting to vanish on the beanstalk. suppose we should wait until this pickaxe upgrade. Or maybe the mineral knowledge. Or maybe we can go for merchanting. Make it so we can sell things easier. We now sell close to, I think it looks like 150 with each click. I suppose you may as well start working on these rocks. We have a lot of them, but we may as well clean them out. Sadly, there is no ability to sell all of them at once. People just don't want them that badly. Let's continue waiting. Let's eat some more fish. Now let's see what upgrades we can get. Well, I suppose first we should sell things. So, we can't quite afford the mineral knowledge, but we could afford the pickaxe upgrade. So let's get the pickaxe upgrade for now. Give ourselves an extra 10 ore with each click. Increase our strength so we can keep going. We can see the beanstalk's almost lost 30,000 health out of its 1 million. If you imagine back to the beginning when we only did 1 damage per hit to the beanstalk, maybe if we were clicking that entire time we still wouldn't have done this much damage. Because if we check our achievements, we haven't even clicked 20,000 times and we've done over 30,000 damage. Now if we play the game without music we can get an achievement, but to be honest, why would we do that? I feel like that would be defeating the point. We can't relax if we don't have the music. May as well upgrade our miner. These upgrades are relatively cheap. Let's upgrade our logger again. Well, of course, when I say that the upgrades are cheap, they are cheap in comparison to other things. At the start, we never would have been able to afford any of these. It took us a long time to get our logging friend, and he was only worth 5,000. Let's see how much we can get from these ores. That's a lot of money we're getting here. We've almost made enough in order to upgrade our mineral knowledge again. Let's eat some fish. Let's continue to mine. And then we'll sell the ores we have and we should be able to afford the next upgrade. We can already afford it. So let's see what the next one is. It's selenium. It's worth 120. which one should we go for next? May as well continue upgrading our explosives. Give our lumberjack 10 points. But with that said, our explosives are quite weak compared to our normal hits. We can make so much more. Let's upgrade our hat. And now we can swing all day. Every day. For eternity. Well, maybe we should check how much money we can make now from all the things we just looted. We make a lot of money from all of this ore now. We make more money than we spend on the upgrades in order to get the energy we need to mine all of the ores. The next upgrade is 600,000. Maybe we should get the 450,000 one. Let's eat some more fish. And let's continue mining. It seems like we are very close to getting the mineral knowledge upgrade. Let's sell all of these ores we have. We may be able to afford it. You can see how much more money we make from these than we would have just made from the rocks when we began. I think we're... Oh yes, it was cheaper than I remembered it being. And the next one actually is 750,000. Let's upgrade our stronger muscles once more. So we can swing even more on the picks. Get all the ore we need. And find out what the newest type of ore is that we'll be able to sell. The last one I believe was 120. And we'll be able to find out what the new one is relatively soon. Let's find out what it is. Bromine, 140. It's currently the most expensive of all of them. Well, let's sell everything we have. Did the game just crash? It almost crashed, but it didn't. We're making so much money, we're selling so many ores that the game almost couldn't handle it. Let's upgrade our pickaxe, now we get 72 per hit. And let's eat more fish. So of these 72 we're getting, at least one of them is bound to be the very expensive ore. One of them is bound to be the rock. And the others, well, they're bound to be anything. Every time we swing the pick, we're probably making hundreds, if not thousands. Which is going to aid us in getting down this beanstalk. So, let's sell what we have. On that note, how is merchanting doing? We may as well get an extra point into that. Because we are selling a lot right now. We're making so many ores we're collecting that ideally we do want to be able to sell them all at once. And now let's check what we have available to us. Let's check about selling these. We now sell 200 every click. Even with the mass amounts that we have, this is very few clicks in order to sell them all. In comparison to what it could have been earlier, if we didn't invest in this upgrade. The upgrade itself, it seems useless. But it saves so many clicks that we're able to focus using those clicks on other methods. And we almost have 100,000 again. Let's upgrade our mineral knowledge. And then maybe next we go for another pickaxe upgrade. Let's eat some fish. Well, let's see how much we made from that. I get the feeling we didn't make enough in order to get the next upgrade we want, but we may as well check. See how much more we need. We now can get mercury, which is very expensive. And we actually did get enough to get the next upgrade. That's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. We can now get 82 per hit. Let's also upgrade our outfit. Maybe the suits and tie was just not really the ideal clothes for the outdoor life. We've almost done 10% of the damage to the beanstalk. Let's sell our ores. We can't sell them quick enough. They just keep getting replenished, which is good, but at the same time we can't do anything about it. So I suppose we may as well continue mining. Let's eat some more jellyfish. And continue mining once more. And now let's see what we can get from all of those ores. There are thousands of them. Of all the different types. And we now have over 1 million again. We can buy a lot with that. Or maybe we can't buy that much at all. Because the cost of everything is increasing just as the money we actually make is increasing. Let's increase our mineral knowledge again. We've almost got all the possible knowledge we can get for all the different types of minerals. It's also increased our ability to sell. Just once more for the time being. And now let's continue mining. Let's give ourselves a new hat. And continue mining once more. Let's increase our ability to vendor. Let's check the ore supply we have. We can now get uranium, which is worth 180. We should probably be careful with that, but then again, it's not us that's going to be using it, it's whoever we're selling it to. We are merely the provider, we don't worry about what the end goal of all of these items are that we're selling. It's not our job to worry about it. Going for the next mineral knowledge upgrade. And now we'll find out whatever the new one is. What is it? The new thing is perlite, which is worth 200. Let's continue mining. Let's increase our... To be honest, I think at the moment it might just be worth continuing to upgrade our own power since it's almost maxed. See, we've been upgrading over the course of this whole game, but at this point we've almost actually got all the possible upgrades we can get to our main objectives. We've been focusing on mining and we almost can't become a better miner. As in the end of the day, no matter how strong you get, there is an upper limit to the possibilities. Let's check how much money we can get from all of these ores. We can get the next pickaxe upgrade. I believe that'll be the next one worth getting. Let's also eat some fish. I suppose we should probably upgrade our cooking ability. We're half of a good cook. Well, that seems good enough for us. It's time to continue mining. We can now get 94 ores per hit. It would have taken 94 clicks to get everything we can currently get from a single click at the start of this game. The upgrades seemed minor at first, but as it's gone on, the upgrades have definitely become far more noticeable. Let's check our ores, shall we? How's our ores doing? I believe we may as well go for the pickaxe upgrade. It's expensive, but it's also very good. We now get over 100, 104 to be precise, every single time we swing. We haven't fished in a long time. It's been maybe millennia since the last time we fished. Or maybe it's been only seconds. Maybe no time at all has passed. Well, I suppose at this point it may be worth upgrading something else. But we're going to continue going, merely for the upgrades we like. I suppose it could be worth going for an extra merchanting for the time being. So that we have to click yet less when we're selling each item. We now sell 300 at once. That's definitely going to clear up quite a few of our clicks. We have over 1 million again. So maybe we should save it for the next mineral knowledge upgrade. I suppose we'll see. We seize loads of jellyfish and then we continue with our quest of collecting all of the money possible. The beanstalk still has a lot of health left. Almost 86% of it. Even with all this damage we've been doing passively over the course, there's still a lot more to go. So maybe we should upgrade him next. Give him more of an ability to damage it. But we are getting rather close. There's the next mineral knowledge upgrade, there's only one more. May as well give ourselves some extra upgrades to our fishing. We're not really doing it much, but we may as well get them. Now let's eat some fish that we are doing. And let's continue to hack away at this. I suppose we may as well upgrade our logging ability just a tiny bit. And now let's see how much money we can make from all these ores we sell. And we just sold kryptonite, which is worth 220. Now we can continue saving mineral knowledge, or we could upgrade our pickaxe. Let's upgrade our pickaxe. Let's also upgrade our outfit. Let's also upgrade the explosives. And let's become a better cook. We now get 116 per swing. And we cover 4.4 energy per fish. Well, maybe it's time to start selling the ore again. Let's see how much we can make from it. We've almost got enough to be able to upgrade our pickaxe again. Or maybe we save it for the final ore. Bound to be worth a lot, but it won't take us that long to be able to earn that much money now, because we're getting so much ore as it is. It's going to continue eating all of these fish, and then we'll continue mining. Our woodcutter does 60 damage each swing. It's a lot less than the ballista, but it's still good. You may be wondering who is running that ballista. We don't see anyone shooting it. Well, I guess it's not important. Just like who's setting up the explosives. It's not important. We can almost afford the final mineral knowledge upgrade. Now have maximum mineral knowledge. Let's find out what it is. It's Demantius. It's worth 240. You can make lots of wonderful things out of that. So it's time to get as much of that as we possibly can. Let's have a look at the selling thing. It's worth 400,000. May as well upgrade it. Gives us an easier time selling the rest of this. Got a couple more upgrades for our pickaxe in order to get us even more money. Immersion could be useful, but to be honest, it's not as important as a pickaxe upgrade. Let's upgrade our hat. Currently mining 116 per swing. May even be able to afford that next upgrade now. We're soon to find out. There's only one more pickaxe upgrade. So let's continue picking even more. Let's upgrade our hat. And continue picking. And another 145 clicks later, and we're once more out of energy. So it's time to check our ore supply and see how much more money we can make from all of it. Very close to the final pickaxe, So we may as well keep going. Let's upgrade our muscles. We're currently picking 126 per click. And soon enough that's going to increase once more. Once we finish with this current session of 150 clicks. To go through our entire quantity of energy. So let's hope that now we'll be able to afford the final pickaxe upgrade. If not, we'll just have to pick for even longer. It's not like it's the end of the world, we could continue anytime we wanted. The only restraint is our own commitment. And that's the final pickaxe upgrade. We can now get 136 per swing. So the next energy upgrade, we need to afford that next. Whereas at this point, we may as well continue upgrading our merchanting ability. Just need to wait until we get more money. And now we're the greatest merchant in the world. Let's continue picking. Stronger muscles. Let's upgrade our explosives. And I believe from now on we'll focus on trying to upgrade our woodcutter. So for now, let's have a look at how much money we made. It seems like we get 500 per click now. So let's upgrade our logger. Gave him several upgrades at once. Very effective. May as well upgrade our fisherman as well. We may as well upgrade our fishing rod if we don't really need to, but let's do it anyway. Just eat some more fish. We go for a lot of energy every time we swing this picks. But it is worth it. It gets us one step closer to destroying the beanstalk, which is the main objective. So, let's try selling some of these ores. Let's upgrade our logger a few more times. Let's upgrade our vendor. Help it to automatically sell any supplies while we're not in the store. And then we'll just wait until we can continue upgrading our logger, I think. Seems like the best use of our time. Let's eat some fish. And now it's time once more to begin the process of spending our entire energy pool of 155 clicks. It's very exhausting on the finger, and I'm sure that tomorrow I'm going to regret this. But for the time being, until I go to bed, this is what we're doing. So let's sell some of these ores we just got. The beanstalk's down to 76%. Just 2 more upgrades. And the logger will be maximum power. Let's upgrade our hat. We now have a hat fitting of the great man we are. A man with an objective. A man who won't let anything stand in his way. Number 160 clicks. Let's upgrade our outfit. It's more casual wear now. It's more befitting of us while we're out here relaxing. I believe now is time to check out our supplies. We have over 2,500 of every type of material. It's time to sell it all and see how much money we can make. Just imagine the sheer amount of clicks we'd have to do to sell all of these if we didn't have the upgrades. And we've made almost 5 million. The thing is in pain. It's in pain. And we're so close to the final logging upgrade. I believe it's time we ate some fish. And we continue trying to collect more ore. And very soon we'll be able to begin work on the beanstalk ourselves. Once we no longer need any money, we'll be able to swap to the beanstalk full time. And we'll be able to start hacking it down with our allies. And that's the final upgrade for our logger. Let's see how much damage he now does. He does 40 per swing. It's nowhere near the amount that the ballista does. But what matters is he tried. Wait, now she's at 240? Oh, he's 240. Actually, that's really good. Never mind. I was mocking him then, but it's because I didn't see the number 2 before 40. Okay, that's actually very impressive. It's good that he's doing that. Well, let's continue. We could begin upgrading the axe, but I believe we may as well go for the other upgrades first. Let's upgrade our mining, buddy. How many ores do you get? You're currently getting 100. It's less than us, but it's still good. we'll just wait for the time being on any upgrades. And eat some trout. It takes quite a while to get through all 160 points of energy. And it's only going to get worse when we get even more upgrades. For now, let's sell the ores we have and find what else we can buy. We're down to 71% on the beanstalk. So we can continue to upgrade our outfits, or we can continue to upgrade our friend. I suppose let's upgrade our outfits. We are now getting 140, let's upgrade it again. 142, upgrade it again. 144, upgrade it again. 146. We just skipped by the last set of clothes, but this set looks better, so it doesn't matter. So we got 2 more upgrades for the outfits. Let's upgrade our muscles. May as well upgrade our miner. It's a shame we can't tell our miner and fisherman to help us on the beanstalk, but I guess they're just happy with their life doing what they do. Who am I to tell them what to do? I'm simply happy that they're here helping me. As long as they do that, then I'm happy and I don't mind what they do. Now we can move on and try and sell more of these ores again. Let's see what upgrades we can get. We could upgrade our outfit. There's only 1 upgrade for the outfit left. And when we get that, it looks like we'll finally get 150 per click. Okay, it's currently 148. Let's upgrade our hat. We've almost got the best outfit in the game. Just a little bit more to go. The 170 energy definitely takes some time to get through. And with that said, it's time to upgrade our energy once again to 175. And it's once more time to click the button 175 more times. I wonder if my mouse will even survive this game. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to continue. The beanstalk's down to 67% health. Whew. You know what time it is? I was gonna say it's time for another stronger muscles, but maybe we should buy the outfit first. Now we can buy ourselves the final outfit. So now every time we mine we get 150. Let's upgrade our other stuff as well. So what is there really that's left to do? We could get the vendor. And we could continue to upgrade these two guys, and after we're done with that, maybe the fishing abilities, and then I suppose it's time to actually focus on the thing that really matters in life. The axe for the beanstalk. How much until we get the next upgrade? Quite a bit. Let's get ourselves some extra muscles. You can't see our muscles under our clothes, but you have to trust me that they're there. Because they're definitely helping us out. We're allowing us to do 180 clicks at the moment. 180 clicks in a row. We're just managing 100 now. There's 80 more to go. And then we've still got 4 more upgrades to allow us to click even more. We can do this. We can do this. We're so close now. Time for the next muscle upgrade. More clicks. This time it's 185. And then it'll be 190, 195, and then 200. Whew. That's another 185 clicks down. I'm starting to regret the idea of not using an auto-clicker now, but we're committed. We are committed. Let's check how much ore we can sell. That's a lot of ore for all these different types. Let's sell it all. We are making a lot of money, but then again, there soon isn't going to be anything to spend money on. It's really important right now, but pretty soon it's going to lose all of its importance. And when it does, then, well, we won't have any reason to mine anymore, which has been what we've been doing our entire life up to this point. Could buy a hat upgrade. For now, let's increase our mining capability. Get some more explosives. And let's increase our ability to vendor. And now let's increase our ability to cook. And let's eat some fish. And now we have max energy, and you know what that means. It's time to mine. The bean dog's down to 62% health. And that's the end of about 185 clicks of energy. Let's sell some more of our wonderful ore. And let's see what upgrades we can get. We can get a final miner upgrade. And then we can get some more vendor upgrades. How many ores does our miner get now? 240, just like our other friend. Which means our miner makes almost the same as us doing 2 clicks. It's a lot of investment, but in the end of the day, it's actually proved to be quite useful. So what should be our next upgrades? I suppose next up we could upgrade our explosives and our vendor. And then we might need to upgrade our fisherman. For now, let's go into our ores and sell some more. Our explosives. And the vendor. See how many does the vendor take off? Doesn't even take that much. The vendor salary isn't that great compared to just clicking. Our explosives are almost maxed. Maybe it's time we eat some fish. You know what that means? It means it's time for another 185 clicks. Let's bring up our ore page so we can see it climb up every time that we mine. We are definitely getting a good healthy amount every time that the explosion happens. It's just it's only once every 60 seconds. We're down to 58%. We're almost halfway on the beanstalk. And it's time to sell all of our ores. Now let's check our upgrades with explosives. We can almost afford the next rank. We can afford the next rank. And the final rank is 4 million. We could also get some new energy upgrades, but to be honest, we really want the explosives. Everything else can wait. So it's time to eat some more fish. Let's eat some carp. And then it's time once more for the tried and tested method of clicking all of our energy into mining. last. That's another 185 clicks gone. We can have a temporary rest while we look at the 56% of the beanstalk, knowing we're slowly making our way. Very slowly. There's final upgrades for the explosives. So we have that, and that. All maxed. We could upgrade the vendor. Let's upgrade the vendor. It is true that the vendor isn't as useful for making money as it is to just sell the things manually. But still, maybe at max rank it will actually be useful. It probably won't be, but we can always hope. There's the final upgrade for the vendor. Next up, I suppose we should work on our energy. But for now, let's improve our cooking so we can eat some more fish. So now we want 2 million and 2 million. Well, I suppose this is the perfect time to eat some fish. And then we know what's coming. It's our favourite activity. 185 clicks. It just occurred to me I probably should have made it so it's possible to see where my cursor is. Oh well, it's probably too late now. Well, I suppose it's time to sell some of our ores. We're down to 52%. Could upgrade our energy, which will in turn allow us to click even more. So let's do it. We now have 190 clicks ahead of us. And here ends the 190 clicks. Which means it's time for the next 195 clicks. And then after this, you know what we have left? There's one more upgrade that'll give us more energy. And that will replenish our energy in the classic Resident Evil 4 fashion. So pretty soon we're gonna have to do 200 clicks in a row. And that's the end of that click. Now we need to make some money. So it's time to sell all of these things. This will give us all the money we need in order to get the next upgrade. And then it's back to mining. The beanstalk's down to 50%. Needs a lot of money, that's for sure. $9 million. And it's time for the final upgrade to our strength. It's time to max out our strong muscles and have another 200 clicks. We're almost there, we're under halfway. Both for my energy and the beanstalk's health. There we go. I guess we can upgrade our fisherman 2 times. Now he's also maxed. Our fisherman's going to give us 5 fish each time. What else is there left to do? I suppose we could upgrade our cooking. You know, we all know what we really need to do, and just upgrade our axe. Let's sell all of these ores. Soon we'll be able to return to find out how many upgrades we can get to our axe. We can almost fully upgrade the axe. Which I suppose means it's time to go back to the grindstone. Close to that one. Just one more upgrade. 3.7 million. And then we'll be able to help on the beanstalk. Suppose we should eat some fish. Now back to mining all the ore for money. And now time to sell it all. final axe upgrade. Which means from this point on, we may as well just get any of the upgrades we feel like. We have all the useful ones. The only things that are left are these three. Let's see how much damage we do to the beanstalk. We deal 120 damage. We could also go fishing. Simply relax. Take a load off. But we know what we have to do. We have to hack away the beanstalk. Which is going to take some time. So I seed all of our fish. And then, let's begin hacking at the beanstalk. So it's going to take quite a while, but we can now begin to help bring down the beanstalk. We're down to 43%. Slowly getting there. Buy your cooking upgrade. Because that one's actually useful. Because we can eat this fish now. We're down to 41%. It's going to take its toll on us, but we'll get there. We will get there. This is the moment we were born for. The moment we've all been waiting for. The moment when we can finally bring down the beanstalk. %. Check the upgrades. We want to save for the cooking. It's more important. It's down to 37%. Bring down the beanstalk before the giants even know I hit them. Or then again, maybe so much time has passed that the giants have already conquered the world and we're the last remnants of humanity. Futile attempting to destroy something all too late because they already successfully avoided it. Let's buy the cooking upgrade. How are we doing on supplies? Well, clearly the vendor is not selling these quicker than we can collect them. So I suppose we do have to go into here and do it manually. The vendor is pretty rubbish. And again, it just incentivizes the fact that we should be trying to keep everything we have rather than selling it on. What use is there in promoting a war effort in a distant shore compared to simply having the thing available to us? And now our cooking is max level, as is our fishing rod. And our fishing hook is the last thing we need to level. Down to 33%. need another 10, 20, 50 minutes. We might finally get it down. If you're still watching this, if you actually bother to watch it this long, I am curious about why. Is it just you wanted like an ASMR style thing of just watching this game being played? Because I mean, I guess I would understand that. I don't think my voice is like a relaxing type that you could go to sleep listening to or anything. But the game itself is certainly it's a tiring experience, both playing and watching. I can very easily imagine that it would easily be able to lull pretty much anyone to sleep. Because I'm very tired myself now. I forgot how long this game was. I remembered it being maybe like half an hour or something, but apparently it's already been 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours of this game. 2.5 hours of my fingers crying out in pain from endless clicking. It's down to 26%. Let's check viewers. How's the fish doing? We're almost maxed on the fishing hook. I'll do that eel. Time to return to the job. Time to continue chopping down the beanstalk. Just a little bit more, with 23%. Oh, it's time to eat more fish. Just imagine doing this without the 120 bonus that we're giving, as well as the 240 bonus, and the hundreds of bonus from the other one. If we just did this with one at a time, for 1,000,000 hits. My fingers cry out in pain. They wish I would stop, but we're so close. It's at 20%. The worst is gone. We're just at the final phase now. All that's left is to destroy the beanstalk before I fall asleep. One more upgrade, 3.6 million. Can we get that with our roars? We might just be able to before it ends. Let's also eat our fish. It's at 17%. My eyes can barely focus anymore. I'm yawning endlessly. I'm starting to get the impression that this was a bad idea to record this game. But we're committed now. But I'm definitely not going to be able to get it out in time because I need to sleep as soon as I'm finished recording this. But at least it won't be the first time. Because we already fail to get a video out every day with time for Cook. 13%. Let's sell some of the ore. Maybe we can finally get our... We can. We have every single upgrade. We've done it. We've succeeded. All that remains now is to finish. Let's check the achievements, we got all of those. We haven't checked the credits page. I guess we'll be doing that after to see who's responsible for this. We didn't play the game without music. We haven't cut down the giant beanstalk. I suppose we could go without music temporarily. There we go, and then we put it back on before anything happened. So the only things we haven't done are these two. Everything else has been achieved. Let's check the different types of fish we have. We have tuna. We have skipjack tuna. That's the even better kind. We have sharks and black marlins. Let's see the shark. We're in the final 10%. We've almost beaten this game. We're in the 9%. Can you feel it? Can you feel the sense of pride and accomplishment? 8%. Have you ever felt so, like you achieved so much? Or perhaps so little in your life? Is reaching the end of this. Each fish. 7%. We've come so far and achieved so little, but almost finally we can be done with cutting down this beanstalk 5%, and we could all just go to bed. We could all forget we did any of this until I upload it, and then I hope that nobody watches it all the way through. I appreciate the idea of somebody opening it and saying, oh, I get the gimmick, that's funny, but I'm not going to watch it. That I would understand. I hope that nobody decides I'm actually going to watch this thing. Because I'm sorry if that's the case. I am so sorry. 3%. 1%. I can't fathom that we're actually going to do this. %. We're finally almost done. Let's eat some more fish. 9,455 to go. You know what? We're almost done here. I say we let our friends do this. Let's just go fishing. We're just going to fish. As our friends chop down the beanstalk for us. And with that said, we've won. We took down the giant beanstalk in 2 hours, 31 minutes, 29 seconds, and 982 milliseconds. We are not even given a cutscene or anything. That's it. That's our achievement. So what's the metaphor for this game? Like with all the other games of Flash, is that in the end of the day, Flash had one objective: to become the king of all multimedia. And towards that objective, it decided to take multiple routes. It decided to make some incredibly unintuitive software that's obnoxious to use. It decided to make terrible updates to it that that completely changed the way that you actually run the action script, and therefore made being experienced with the previous version irrelevant if you wanted to use the next version. And of course, they released every single one where you have to pay again several £100 or dollars or whatever other currency you wish to pay it in. Personally, I would recommend none, to be able to use it. And then they will bring out another one next year, and they demand that you pay the full price again. And they wondered why. After 2 hours, 31 minutes, 29 seconds, and 982 milliseconds, nobody cared when they died. They could have at least gone fishing. See you next time for... Does it really matter at this point? Does it really matter what's next? All that matters is it's not this game and it's something else. I promise you it's something else. We're never playing this game again. People say that it's going to be a shame when Flash dies. Keep in mind that this game is going to die with it. Nothing against this game, I actually really like it. It's a wonderful game. You know, for like an idle clicker game, it's actually really nice and it has an ending and stuff. It's good. It's just recording this for a video and doing it all in one session like this is clearly not what you're supposed to do. It's really not what you're supposed to do. And that's why I did it. And if you actually sat through this 2 hours and 31 minutes, 29 seconds and 982 millisecond video, I am so sorry. I am truly sorry. I never meant for this to happen. But in a way I actually did. And that is the true tragedy of Flash.